Yeah, good morning everyone. So in today's video, we want to talk about how to set a proper break even when trying to analyze your chart or trying to buy or sell in the market. So I want to just make a quick example on how I set my break even. So for those of us that have been trying or have been finding it out to set a proper break even, you can just learn from this. So looking at this chart, I want to use this sell setup that has a fair value gap. Let me outline that here. So this fair value gap that is present here, and looking at this chart, you can see a break of structure which happened here. So we are going to label that break of structure, which we all know as BOS. So as you can see, so after seeing this fair value gap and seeing this break of structure, okay, and this is a downtrend which we drew our trend line from the overall daily trend, that is the higher time frame, the daily trend. So placing our mode of entry here, we are going short. So this is me placing my mode of entry here and putting my SL slightly above this point where the trend started to come and break this point after it trying to range and all. So we are aiming for 1:3. So you might be asking, why are we aiming 1:3? So I look at the previous structures. I saw this, but it's not a good risk to reward, so I'm aiming for this point. And price have, in the other terms, that tap into this fair value gap and has been mitigated. As you can see, this point has been mitigated. So we are going to a point that looks sure, which is this one. So not have been mitigated. So we're supposed to look for a point that hasn't been mitigated. But I can just put my TP at that point, or look for other build that hasn't been mitigated. But because of I'm a day trader, I prefer let me just do it that way, since I'm a day trader, because no matter how, before the day ends, I'm still going to take the profit I see in the market. This is the right point to put it. As you can see, as price got here and mitigated it reversed back up. So 1:3. And what are we seeing here? Because if you look at this chart now, if you check this last candle around this point, this is just 12, and at this point is almost 10 o'clock. So on a normal day, I should close my trade around 10. So let's step into knowing how to set our break even. At this point, what I do is that when I enter into the market and I set my entry and open my positions, I wait for the price to go to 2 hour my SL. That's where I make 2 hour 1:2, and I take my SL down to my entry point. I don't know if you see what I'm doing. Take my SL down to my entry point, and that's if price comes to 1:2. If price give me 1:2, which is almost at this point, if price give me 1:2, I take my SL down to the entry point, and at this point you can see that maybe price are probably giving me 1:2 at this point. So I take my SL here and I'm targeting 1:3. So when price gets to 1:3, which is around here, I observe and look out. When I see that, I'm going to observe and say to myself that, okay, let me add my entry to, I'm going to adjust this my SL that is previously here to this point. Let me use this to this point. So when it gives me 1:3, I adjust my SL to 1:2. By doing that, I know that I'm safe, because most times when we tend to leave our Let me raise this back up so we don't miss some things. So let's say this is 1:2. Okay, let me adjust this. So we said that 1:2, we take our SL to the entry points, which is here. When it gets to 1:3, then we'll take our SL either to 1.5 to reward or 1:2 reward. This is at 1:2. So when it's at 1:3, what do? We take our SL to 1:2, and this is 1:2, this level. So as it's on 1:2, when it got at 1:3, we move this SL down here. So in case if price reverse, we are okay with the 1:2 reward. And what happened when price got there? It still went downwards and began to range before the market closed for that day and opened to another section. So this is just trying to let us know that sometimes when you try to break even, or you try to set your break even and start doing, or maybe you are allowing, this is what they call, you are trading and allowing your SL to be moving alongside with price. As price is moving, you should be moving with alongside with price. Those kind of things are not, you might lose profitable trades. Like good trades are meant to go well, you are going to lose those trades and end up feeling like, why did I lose this trade? I should have waited. So it's best you know how to use your break even and use it at the right point, so you don't end up losing good trades, because there's some good trades that can cover for so many losses and even make you scale up that your profit account and all. So I hope this was helpful, because this is what I do, this is how I use mine, and it works for me. So like, comment, and kindly share the video so others who want to learn from this can also learn. Thank you.